Hello. Do I have to make myself brighter in here? Maybe. A little brighter. Doesn't hurt. I'm still sick, so still getting over this cold that I had or have. So this is gonna be a very quick live stream. Just wishing you a happy Friday, happy weekend or almost weekend. For me, it already is the weekend, so hope you're having a good one yourself. Oh man. Hey Sam, you're the first one, yay. Congratulations. I need a bag for my peels. How's the weather? How's Beijing looking like? You got any snow? How cold is it? Sorry, my voice is still not fully back yet. I'm still feeling a little raspy. Yes, you're almost the first one every time, except for when Abdal is here, and he is the first one. But I think you are usually the first one. You deserve a special crown or something here. Oh yeah, you got the crown, #1 crown. No snow, it's getting better. That's good. I'm glad. Hi, friendly fans. V8 friendly fans. Ah, von Marco. Okay, ich dachte gerade, das klingt doch familiär, der Name. Alles gut und bei dir? Wer auch immer du bist. Bist du jemand von Marco, den ich kenne? Oder bist du anonym unterwegs? Hey Abdal, we just talked about you. The last few times you've always been the first one. So Sam beat you by 2 minutes. How are you doing? Man, I made a mistake. I drank coffee this morning just because I missed the smell of coffee, and I just wanted to have like a cozy little coffee. But now it makes me like super jittery. I don't like that at all. Me and coffee are not getting along very well. I'm making a sweet potato, I don't know, like a bowl kind of with salad, sweet potato, and I'm making those veggie burgers with it that are like a little spicy with black bean and corn and stuff. So I'm gonna chop them up and make like some sort of bowl situation, something vegan or plant-based. What is that which we are peeling? That is sweet potato, Sam. Do you like sweet potato? Anyone sweet potato fan over here? I like sweet potatoes. Healthy position, that's fine. Just for today. The last few times you were the first one. $1 coffee here at 7-Eleven. Yeah, that is definitely not a thing here in America. Everything here, I don't even know if there's anything for $1 in America. Does anyone know anything that costs $1 here? I don't ever seen anything, I think. Pretty sure that only costs $1. Ja klar, wir hängen doch immer im Stream. Ich mache seinen Highlight-Kanal. Nice. Bist du aus Deutschland dann, nehme ich an. Du bist aber nicht die Nacht, die Tee, oder? Hi, relaxed. That's a good name. I wish I was more relaxed right now. I drank coffee. Coffee makes me super like jittery, like nervous for no reason. I hate that feeling. It's like when you're about to have an exam in school. That's how it feels like right now. You know, just chilling in my kitchen. Oh, coffee. Maybe I should start having decaf coffee at home. I never really drink coffee, but if I do, sometimes I crave it and then I make one. So I guess decaf coffee is what I gotta do. Are y'all sensitive to coffee or you don't mind it? Indiana is, I'm from Germany, but I live in the United States. Let me peel one more sweet potato so I can finally get rid of those. Hey Joseph. Good morning, Pegasus. You love coffee? I like it too. I like the flavor, the smell of it, and the flavor, kinda. But yeah, it just makes me so nervous, and I'm more of a tea person in general, on a daily basis. But every once in a while, it's cozy. Ooh, it's warm today. I'm sick still, so I feel like I get super warm super easily. I don't think I have a fever anymore, but I'm just excited to feel better. Mexican. You like Mexicans? I mean, it's kind of weird for me to say that I like, you know, like a specific group of people. I mean, I've been to Mexico before, and I have Mexican friends here in America, and I met so many amazing people and nice people, but it's hard to just generalize the whole nation. So it's like asking, do you like Germans? Well, I like some Germans, I don't like some Germans, so I don't want to generalize like that. But I never had any issue with any Mexican before, so I guess I can say yes. Is this your German accent? Yes, this is just my accent. Nothing I can do about it. I'm German, so I got a German accent. So you figure that out. I take the bus here to save some bucks when I'm traveling, and then I enter some shop and buy some useless stuff. And at the end of the day, taking the bus goes useless. I feel you. I did that too. The bus is super cheap in Beijing. Is it still so cheap? I remember every morning, like I had a bus card, obviously, since I had to take the bus every morning to university when I lived in China. And you just like, you walk into the bus and then you put your like stamp card into it, so it like tracks how often you use it. And then it takes the money off the card. But every bus drive would cost me maybe like 30 cents if you translate it into dollars. And yeah, 30 cents for one way. And I live pretty close to Peking University, so I was like maybe 5 stops altogether. But I miss how cheap it was. And sometimes when I was running late, what usually happened or often happened, I would have to take the taxi to university. And in Germany, I could never do that, or here in America, because it's just so expensive. But there, it just cost me, instead of 30 cents, it would cost me like $2. Or I would just take my bicycle if I had enough time in the morning, or walk. And I would do the same thing. If I took my bicycle, I would always stop at a bakery or something. I would try to save some money too, and walk or take a bicycle. But then because I walked past a store, I would just stop by and get you know, some Snickers or just stuff at the bakery, or some jiaozi, like some dumplings, or pancakes, you know, anything that you can buy at a street vendor. Hey Mello, Bigfoot, thank you. Happy Friday from Bigfoot to you too. And yes, I have similar experiences, Sam. Are you British? No, T-Bone, I'm German. I love Germans. Mello is my Mexican friend. I have many Mexican friends. I've never, like I said, I've never met a not cool or nice Mexican person before, so depends, am I right? Depends on what. I mean, yeah, there's nice people and not nice people in any country, so that's why I said I can't generalize like that. You believe in Bigfoot? Of course. Everyone in America has to believe in Bigfoot, or we're not allowed to live here. It's part of the agreement. Never disrespect Bigfoot, or he'll come and get you. But no, I don't believe in Bigfoot, honestly. I mean, never say never. Who knows what's out there? America or the United States is big. So stuff could easily be hiding somewhere, or Bigfoot or the Yeti. Did you study in China? I did. What's the thing called you're cutting right now? This one? Lettuce. Romaine lettuce. Or were you referring to the sweet potato? The sweet potato. What things you like better in Germany and you like better in America? Elad asks. Germany, the food, for sure. That I can walk anywhere where I want. Like everything is accessible. I can walk from town to another town or from village to village. I know villages are not what you think villages are in Germany or in Europe. It's not like we're like some farmers and peasants chasing their goats along the sidewalk or something, and we don't have like dirty peasant feet or anything like that. I heard that phrase here before. It's just like small towns that have like 2,000 people living there or something like that, or less. And before we would call it a town. So yeah, I'm from a village, and you can just walk anywhere. You can walk in nature. There's like no real restrictions, you know, not everything is just owned privately, so everything is more public and more accessible. You can take your bicycle anywhere, so that's definitely something I miss a lot here in America. But in America, you have less restrictions. You're more able to work and getting paid pretty well. So yeah, payments or the pay here is much better, and your options, your possibilities or chances here in Germany, everything is a little bit more restricted, I feel like, with that kind of stuff. And no, I'm not from Berlin. I'm from the Black Forest. I'm right at the Swiss border and French border, so it's like at that little triangle where France, Switzerland, Germany meets, close to the Swiss Alps. That's where I'm from in Germany. Hey Jack, how are you doing? Good to see you. How's New York? I'm a chef. Hey Jack and Yummy, we got 2 chefs here. The battle of the chefs. Should we make our own show? Are you watching any chef TV shows or Netflix shows? I just finished not too long ago. What's it called? That Korean one that everyone likes to watch. Culinary Wars, I think, as far as clocking for work goes. Hi, Ham. Or Za. It was Za, right? Not Ham. I remember calling you Ham. What's the best beer in Germany? I'm honestly not a beer person. I know, shocking, I'm German. How am I supposed to even not like beer? That's why they told me to leave, because I don't like beer, so I had to go to United States where the beer doesn't taste good, so I'm safe for not liking it. But my favorite beer, German beers are not my favorite, to be honest. If I had to drink a beer, I would probably prefer some like British beer, some dark ales, something like a Guinness or like a stout, you know. If I had to drink a beer, not that I'm forced, but you know, if you're like with people and you drink a beer, that's usually what I would go for. Yes, Yeti and Bigfoot. Do you believe in Yeti and Bigfoot? I want to make a poll. Let's see. Does anyone believe in that? Like, no front if you do, but I'm gonna leave this in German, so some people here learn some German. I like to leave. I like to throw in some German words once in a while, because a lot of people like to learn German that are here on this channel, because this is like sometimes a back and forth between English and German. So some people listen to it for just language practice. Hey Fanny, how you doing? Hello, hello. Only here for 8 minutes. Okay, are you on break right now? Have a meeting in 8 minutes. Hope you're doing well. Sniffles and cold has gone. Well, still here. Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fanny. I hope your break is going well and your call is not going to be too stressful. Thank you for the little donation here. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my sniffles are still here. I'm still sounding pretty bad, but I feel much better. So it's just, I just sound bad, basically. Hi, Trevor. How's M? I've been enjoying you guys' shorts, Funny, and your short highlights. It's so cute when you guys talk together. It's very entertaining. You should do that more often. Have a meeting. Oh, I read that already. Get better soon. Thank you, Pistol. Appreciate it. Hi, Maxwell. Welcome back. Thank you, Fundy. Hearts back to you. Y'all distracted me from cooking. I'm hungry. I'm 67. I just eat very healthy. Okay, I'm chopping up. Oh no, hold on. I gotta boil my sweet potatoes real quick. Okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna call this dish that we're making. So how about we give it one of those annoying white people trying to adapt other people's cultures food name and call it something like sweet potato fiesta bowl or something. Because we're gonna make some black bean spicy burgers with it. Like I'm gonna cut them into pieces and make like a bowl situation with it. But yeah, you know all those names from restaurants when they call it like a fiesta bowl or Mexican bowl, and you're like, is this really Mexican food? I don't know. Or are we just calling it like this? Would you like to learn Spanish someday? I wish. I feel like my language brain is already taking up fully at the moment. Thank you, Pistol. You are too. Thank you. She's kind of busy too, but we will be on live hopefully much more frequently. That's cool. Good to hear. I'm excited for it. Even a German beggar refused to take that. That's fine. Funny is a friend, and I'm very grateful for anything. And no one's a beggar here, so y'all are good. I'm not doing this for money or anything. I got a normal job outside this world or this YouTube world, and I'm very okay with that, with working a normal job, making money that way. So I'm not here for that. And all the money that gets donated here will end up in a separate bank account, and that's dedicated to my old dog, who had some surgeries last summer, and it's just old, you know, and he needs stuff like diapers and a lot of toys, of course, and snacks. He's very picky with his food. And also to the stray cats. I'm feeding a bunch of stray cats here in the neighborhood. So it's basically just for the animals, you know, it's like an animal dedicated to the animals. That's how I want it. It's just like extra, you know, it's not, I'm not making a living out of this here, of course. Romeos be Romeoing. Yeah, they are Romeoing. But honestly, that's better than just like mean people. Germany is definitely very difficult to learn. I know. I talked to someone about that on the last live stream, I think. And there was someone that speaks 4 languages, I believe. And he said that German took him the longest. And it took him like 4 years to be fluent with it. Maxwell speaking French to me was genius or good. Timon Ami is a friend and will remain a friend. Donations are exactly. That's a good way to put it. I didn't know how else to describe that. I know you just want to highlight your comment in that moment. So I know Funny is a friend. I have to go. Bye, Abdal. See you next time. Have a great day, my friend. I'm gonna put the salad here or the lettuce here in the bowl. I'm gonna make 2 different bowls. One is for now and one is for later. I'm so glad when I'm over this cold. I'm over it. This voice. I can't even hear myself. So 75% of people believe in Bigfoot. Interesting. I wonder if that is a real result or not. I've got to go take care of Ami and see you some point this weekend. Okay, bye, Funny. Thank you so much for being here and your donation. Appreciate it. Oscar's gonna be happy about that. I hope you have a good rest of your day and don't let them stress you in your meeting. You got this. What is your ethnicity? I'm German, and I mean my whole family is German. I got some French roots as well from like one side of the family, but and Prussian, I believe, but I mean European, but German potato. That is my ethnicity. Great. I didn't run the dishwasher. I love that. Let me boil my sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna chop up an onion. I'm making some like a sweet potato, black bean bowl, some like kind of like Mexican inspired food, but I don't really want to call it that. Good English for German. What's that supposed to mean? I think German people often have a good English, since we all learned it in school. So I definitely don't take any pride in speaking English. And I live in the United States, so it makes sense that I'm speaking English and I'm exposed to the language every day, all day, you know, so it's easy to improve your English here. Although I have to say that depends on where you are and what you work or like who you're surrounded by, your English will definitely stagnate a little bit. Dutch is really hard language. Are you Dutch? Oh shoot, what am I doing? I want to make slices. Well, I would like to learn Dutch or speak Dutch. Not learn, I don't know. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't think I have any capacity for learning any other languages other than the ones I already speak. I would much rather focus on improving the ones that I'm already speaking. Because I think learning another one is just too much for my brain to handle. So the German surprised me with their high knowledge of English. Duran, really? Are you a Duran fan? Or is that your name? Yeah, I mean, Germans all pretty much learn English in school. Not saying everyone's automatically good at it, of course. But if you keep practicing and you watch English movies and shows and stuff, or you travel, I think everyone's English gets pretty decent. At least the people below a certain age group. I would say everyone below 50 is probably able to speak pretty much fluent English. Not saying they could write like their master's thesis in English, but without errors, but you know, where you could have a decent conversation. If it's not private, could you tell me why you moved to the USA? Oh no, you can ask me, that's fine. So I met my partner when he was in Germany. Sorry y'all, I'm still sick. And since he was in the army, he was in the army. Back then, he couldn't really move to where I'm at. So I just graduated from university, and it was much more easy for me to be more flexible with the place I'm living. And yeah, so I decided to come here, and initially I just visited because we weren't sure where we would want to live and how I would like it. So I was just traveling here. And then at one point, after I was over flying back and forth all the time, I decided to stay. And I like it here. It's cool. Are you from America or the United States? I know America is a little bit bigger than just the United States. I always feel bad for saying America or I live in America when it's the United States, because America has way more countries than just America, United States. You're glad? Thank you, Sam. I mean, if I wouldn't have met him, I probably would have ended up in China, to be honest, with my major, because that was initially the idea, to work with a Chinese company or just anywhere China oriented. So I always wanted to live abroad since I'm little. I never felt like living in Germany. I did enjoy living in Germany, don't get me wrong, and it's a great country to live in. And I'm very grateful that I'm from Germany and I had all those free education and stuff, you know. Hi to Canada, Lawrence. But yeah. Do you miss Germany? I do miss Germany, yes. I miss, of course, my family and friends. Just taking my bicycle, walking around everywhere. Bakeries, going to a bakery in the morning, eating my butter pretzels, fresh out of the oven while they're still warm. And good bread. I definitely miss many things about Germany, but yeah, I don't know. Life is really busy here, so I really don't have much time to miss much, to be honest. But doesn't mean I don't miss it, but I don't talk about it or think about it much. I'm from Europe, but I'm thinking of, should I try immigration with the desk? I don't know. I mean, America's or the United States are cool. But it is definitely a process, so prepare. Definitely don't come here empty-handed, because you won't be able to stay. It's a very costly thing to move to America. So definitely prepare to spend a couple grand and then wait for a few years. I mean, you can apply to live in America from the outside, so I guess you could do that. I'm also using some eggplant, by the way, because I have to get rid of that. I was initially planning on making some Chinese food with eggplant. It's like a Japanese eggplant, but I forgot it was in the fridge and it's about to go bad, so I'm just gonna throw that in. So yeah, anyone that wants to come to America, get ready. It's expensive and it takes a lot of patience and time. And like I said, you can do it from outside America, you can apply from inside America, there's different ways, but I'm not an expert. You guys can live here after retirement. By then, China's innovation would have gone so vast it can teleport you guys into Beijing. Probably. I'm waiting for it. I would love to be teleported into Beijing, because it sure does take a while to fly to any East Asian country here from America. So that's not very great. Because I would like to travel back to China at one point, just for, you know, like leisure vacation one day, if my world allows me to do so. Watch out, yes. But yeah, hopefully one day, Sam, tell them to hurry up with their innovations. But I'm so excited to see Beijing. After I left, I think it must have changed so drastically. And yeah, China is just such a fast-paced country. My favorite food, probably just some German food. Probably something with sauerkraut or red cabbage and mashed potatoes or peas and carrots and gravy, something super basic. I love anything, like, I like simple meals a lot, just like some wholesome meals, you know, that I grew up with. Or soups, I like soups too. Or like a goulash. The sweet potatoes are boiled. Hey Martin, guten Abend. Hier ist es noch Mittag. Mir geht es schon ein bisschen besser, ja, aber nicht viel. Irgendwie gestern ging es mir viel besser und heute geht es mir wieder ein bisschen schlechter als gestern. So ein Hin und Zurück. Hi, super. You can just call me Rika. Beijing has changed. It's changing every year, I'm sure. Honestly, the change in Beijing is so crazy. Sometimes I remember in the morning I would walk to university, like a 20-minute walk usually, or around like a 20-minute walk. So I would walk there in the morning, stay at school all day. Usually would hang out at university for like all day and go to the gym afterwards and the library and stuff. So it would always be like a full day event for me. And then I walked home in the evening. So it was like an 8-9 hour span. And by the time I walked back from university, they tear down like 2 houses or something in my neighborhood. And the next morning they started constructing something new on it. And within like 2 or 3 days, let's say 3 or 4 days, the whole neighborhood would have changed. Or, you know, it's crazy how fast. And they would work all night long. So in America, for example, if there's a construction site, you can bet your sweet bippy that it will take like months for that to be completed. And in China, I would hear them working all night long, and then like literally the next morning, the building was half constructed or the road was like maintained and stuff, so they would get their stuff done fast. Other than in Germany. Like Germany, construction work, Germany with construction work is ridiculous. Like if they fix the Autobahn, for example, just like a little part of the Autobahn, it would take them like 9 to 10 months sometimes. It's insane. And the funny thing is, if you drove past it, you would never see anyone working there. So I think some Germans can probably relate to that. I'm lazy to go to college. I want to enjoy cooking like you. Castle, yeah, well, I'm already finished with my college, so now I can enjoy live cooking. But I did really enjoy college and libraries and just studying and that. I would not mind doing that again, so enjoy it while it lasts, because one day it will end and then you'll miss it maybe, eventually. Are you a morning coffee person? Not usually. I usually drink tea and coffee maybe like once a month or so, and today was one of those days where I drank coffee, but it gave me the jitters. So it's funny that you just brought it up, because I really don't drink coffee much. Just today, one of those days, and it made me feel super nervous, so I feel like I'm a little shaky right now for no reason. It's just the caffeine. Are you more tea people or coffee people? Benimm dich nicht, wenn du das Bett hüten musst, ist es auch okay. Gib bitte auf dich Acht. Danke Martin, das mache ich. Keine Sorge. Deswegen habe ich auch nicht viel gestreamt in letzter Zeit, weil es mir eben nicht so gut ging. Aber da ich jetzt in der Küche stehe und kochen muss, dachte ich, warum nicht? Schmeiße ich den Stream mal kurz an. That's why I'm just streaming today, because I'm in the kitchen anyways, so might as well just say hi real quick and wish you all a happy Friday. But I'm excited to feel better, y'all. I'm over this. And I'm sweating and hot, and I'm not really sweating, I feel hot because of my cold. It's funny, it's called cold, but you will feel hot. The first 2 days I felt cold, and then the last days I just felt hot. But I don't have a fever, I think. Like, it still feels normal, but just my body feels hot. So I'm hoping this food will help me feel better. Oops, sorry, I didn't scroll. Good afternoon. Beijing is running trains at 650 kilometers an hour these days. I heard that, yes. Beijing to Shanghai is 3 hours nowadays, and flight takes 2 hours. That's crazy, that's amazing. I wish it already had that when I was in Beijing. Because I remember going to Xi'an, which is kind of like more in the south, but more in the middle. And I think that took me like, don't get me, take it with a grain of salt. I think it was like 8 hours or so. Thinking about going to Shanghai in 3 hours, that's crazy. Like, that's insane. I tried to compare the distance to something in America so you all would understand how fast it is. I think that's like going from, let's say, New York to probably somewhere in Georgia, or like somewhere at the coast down there in maybe Georgia, I would say. That's the distance in 3 hours. Can you imagine that? And it's not a train, and not a flight, it's a train. So that is just a straight shot, I guess. It has to be just like a straight train track, because otherwise that would be way too dangerous to go that fast. In Germany, our train tracks are very like windy, and that's why it's hard for them to drive really fast or go very fast, because they usually have to navigate through all the little villages and settlements and towns, you know, and then they got a lot of train stations everywhere where they have to stop or slow down where they go through, because they have like a speed limit. Just like cars, they can't just like rush through a town or a city like full speed. So that's why taking a train in Germany is not super fast, but it's a good way to get around, and it's super cheap in like the regular way. There's speed trains too, which are very expensive, but if you take the small